I'm Cape Joel, and this is Comic Smack, your weekly, daily, all-the-time, anytime comic show where I give you your fix of everything you need to know from the world of comic books and superheroes. And on today's show, we're taking a closer look at Detective Comics number 974. Now that the Bat family is down a member, what kind of ripples will this have throughout Gotham City? Well, let's hop on in together and find out, shall we? So, picking up from where the previous issue left off, Basil Carlo Clayface is dead, and I mean like really dead too. His entire physical structure got turned to dust after he was shot by an experimental bullet fired at him by Batwoman. As you might have guessed, the Dark Knight is pretty upset with Kate right now. She not only defied a direct order from him, used a gun, killed someone, but killed a teammate no less. Batwoman stays resolute in her actions though, saying that while many may hate her for what she did, many more will live now because of her actions. There was no guarantee that Basil could have gotten his new transformation under control, and Kate says that if given the choice, she would do it all over again. This, as you might have guessed, ends up putting a major schism within the Bat family. Tim Drake is mad at Kate, saying that everything his evil counterpart from the future said is slowly but surely coming to pass. Orphan is especially distressed, and with good reason. Basil was one of her only friends, someone who didn't look at her like she was a killer, a kindred spirit if you will. Orphan is so mad she ends up ripping the bat symbol off Batwoman. Strangely, Batwing Luke Fox kind of agrees with Batwoman and takes her side in the argument, even though that's kinda not in his character. John Paul Valley Azrael also ends up on the Batwoman side, even though he doesn't say that she was right. If anything, he says that they should all just calm down. Yeah, and just like that, the Bat family is fractured right down the middle, and they're out 3 members. Oh, and the tragedy keeps on coming, don't you know? Clayface might be gone, but the serum Dr. October was working on for him is still well and good. As per Basil's final wishes, Dr. Victoria October uses it on Glory, aka Mudface, to return her to her human form. It would seem that Glory's sob story actually ended up garnering her quite a few fans, and because of that, she might even get released early from Arkham. This sickens October, considering that it was really Glory that killed Clayface, even though Batwoman fired the bullet, and that if she truly has been given a second chance, she better not waste it. Now elsewhere, Tim isn't letting this tragic setback stop his work for growing the Bat family and the Belfry. In fact, he's thrown himself into his work and is doubling down even harder, much to Steph's chagrin. Spoiler feels, and rightly so, the more Tim thrashes against the prophecy of his older, eviler self from the future, the more he's rushing to make it come true. And that she refuses to idly stand by and watch him undo himself, and so, yep, she breaks up with him right there. Tim is obviously crushed, and the only shoulder he has to cry on right now is Batman, which is never good. Bruce says that, maybe he could, hang back a little bit, not push himself so hard, and Tim fires back by saying, hey, I'm only doing what you do in a tragic situation. Ouch, but true. Perhaps ultimately evil future Tim is right, and Batman is a burden, Batman is a curse. Now elsewhere, Batwoman is still reeling from more or less getting fired from the Bat family. Her general father, though, says, hey, you know what, you did me proud if nothing else. And in truth, this is only really a loss if you continue playing by Batman's rules. Why not make your own rules? Why not have your own symbol? That's all pretty terrifying in its own right, but wouldn't you know it, the worst is still yet to come. You see, Ulysses Armstrong, aka the General, is still out there. Only now he's managed to steal the Brother Eye technology from the future, which means he basically knows what our heroes are going to do before they do. Uh-oh. So that was Detective Comics number 974, everybody, and overall it really does feel like James Tynion closing the chapter on one era of this team and opening the chapter on a next. All of our favorite heroes are on an emotional roller coaster, and you really see them transformed over the last couple arcs. I'm also really excited to see what kind of form the team will take in the future now that they're down so many members. I'd love to see what James Tynion could do with Duke. I'd especially love to see Talon come back. Really, the sky's the limit, and this just continues to be one of the most satisfying Batman books on the shelf at the moment, which is why I would give this issue another 9 out of 10. So that's Detective Comics, everyone. I hope you enjoyed it, and as always, be sure to take a closer look at some of these other videos I have available from the channel. Then you can follow me on social media at Cape Joel, so you always know what I'm doing next. And hey, if you like what I do and are feeling in a supportive mood, please by all means check out my Patreon page. Patrons get exclusive access to videos and content before anyone else, and you can do so for as little as $1 a month. That's $12 a year. And until next time, everyone, this has been Cape Joel. Thank you so much for watching and listening, and I'll see you all again later. Bye-bye.